Hello, everybody, and welcome to Bath Minute Reviews, where today we are going to be talking about Transformers Studio Series Mixmaster. And shout out to the epic Aussie Longhorn for suggesting this. And this figure is really cool. I really like the construct like the I just forgot how to say everything. I really like the Constructicons. Yeah. From Bayverse because they're just really unique. I like I really like them in toy form, especially. Like, I don't really care about them too much in the actual movie. Like, I care about Devastator because that's awesome. But like them individually, they were mostly background characters, literally clones of these guys. But as figures, they're really fun because each one of them is so unique and has such weird designs. And this guy is no different. Like, I basically didn't pose this guy, and this is him in his normal stance, and he looks sick. This is him basically just standing there, like, I don't know, arms by his side, like, standard A stance, you know? And it just looks sick. It's really cool. And all of them are like this. And, yeah, so here's this side. And he does have quite a big backpack, but that is for a good reason. And, well, yeah, we'll get to that soon. But, yeah. So, here he is, and it's just, man, this is a cool figure. Like, yes, just yes. I really like this guy, and yeah. So just getting into the design here, because Bayverse had a way of making everything look like metal spaghetti. But there's the face, and boy, is it a little ugly guy. It looks like a pug with an eye infection. And and it has these. I can't tell if these are supposed to be arms or not, but I don't think they are. But they very well could be, and I just would never know. You got these smokestacks coming on down to the legs. You got a whole bunch of molded in detail here. Going over to the arms, you got the very unique style, and it's just so cool. And then back here, you got whatever this is. My only kind of complaint about this guy is he can't turn into his gun mode. But again, that's more of a nitpick, not a complaint, because oh no, the thing that can already turn into a cement truck, a robot, and the head of Devastator can't turn into a gun. It doesn't really bother me all that much, but it would have been cool. Anyway, let's get to articulation, because I don't know, this guy has weird articulation, in that he has a lot of articulating points, and I don't really know what to do with them. So, you got forward that far, back that far. Yes, I'm starting at the legs instead of up here. It's because up here is confusing. You got out this far. You have a thigh swivel. You have a knee bend of 90 degrees. You have up and down at the ankle, or at the foot, but nothing at the ankle. And no waist joint. And then head is on a ball joint, and also a hinge, so you can get a wide variety of ups and downs and side to sides. And then there's the arms, which are weird. So you have no up, but here, but if you move this out of the way, you got that up. Then you have down here, due to, I think, transformation, but I also can't think of a reason. There's not really a step where you do that, but you can still do that, so that's cool. Then you got back that far, forward that far. You got a 360 here. Then you have, well, again, up right there, down. You have a swivel here. You have this much bend, and then down that far. And then at the wrist, nothing. And also, you can't really hold anything. And yeah. But again, you really don't need to. Like, for the thumbnail, I just have him standing there, and he looks great. Like, he doesn't come with any accessories. Kinda. He doesn't come with any weapons, I should say. Or really any accessories, but I don't know. It's just kind of hard to say with him because the stuff that he does come with is, well, for not this mode, and it's just one or two. I'm going to say he doesn't come with any accessories because he really doesn't. This being the one maybe exception, but, and by that I mean this can come off, and yeah. So, now let's get to size comparisons, because he's a biggin. And so, here he is with my previous review. Well, one of them. Note to self. The algorithm doesn't like it when I review 3 random figures at the same time. So, I'm probably not going to do that again. But, here he is, and he's tiny. So, we'll bring in a previous guy, that being Bumblebee. And you can see that there. And here he is with Prime, the good old Prime unit of measurement. And, yep. And here he is with Batman. And, yeah. So now let's get to transformation. What should I go into first? Vehicle or... You know what? I think I'm going to go into... vehicle mode first. That just makes sense. I'll keep it the same way I normally do it. Okay. So, first, come on down to the legs. Bring them down on this hinge. Like that. And straighten them out, and peg them together, like that. Then take these bits, bring them down, take the head, bring it back and in, then just, you can, the easiest way to get it out of there is to bring the arms down and then do that, and same thing with going back, you just kind of bring those down. Push this in right there, bring these down, and lift all of this up, like so. And then, take this, straighten that up, flip the feet up, and then come over here, flip the arm around, straighten out this part, extend all that, like so. And, I mean, you can also have, there's also articulation here for, you got here, ow, oh, I pinched my finger, here. And so, a whole bunch of articulation that you can get for here, for this top part. So, however you want to pose that for robot mode, that's up to you. But in this, for vehicle mode, you want it back like this. Then, come to the arm, rotate, straighten this out, peg that in like so. Then bring this up, and there is a peg that will go right into that slot right there. And just lift that up and peg this in like so. Then bring all this in and up. Wait, I forgot. Take this, hook that there, and then peg that in, and then lift this up. And then do all that on this side. So I'm going to speed run through it. Straighten this out. Rotate. Straighten. Straighten, peg that in, make sure that's locked in there, and then peg that in and lift that up. And then, so you have 2 pegs right here, and same thing on this side. You are going to want it for the top one. for this mode. So just lift that up, and then you're going to want the feet to slot in right there. And then bring that in and bring the other side in. And then squeeze all that together. And you are done. And that is a pretty good looking cement mixing mode. I quite like it. It looks way better than the Combiner Wars one, in my opinion. Oh, speaking of Combiner Wars, with those I kind of burnt through all of them. And I don't know if I'm going to do that with these guys. I think I'm going to take my time. I got a lot of figures that I want to review. And so I don't feel like fully committing to however long. So, like, I guess it'd be like 4-ish days of straight devastation. And, yeah, I just don't feel like doing that this time. So, these guys will be coming out fairly regularly. Just probably, like, every other day. Unless you guys, like, really, really want them. And, then, well, absolutely like this video a whole bunch. And, I don't know, say, hey, Bathmat, you should review the rest of them. So, I'll do it. Because it's not like I don't like these guys. It's just, I don't know, I was planning on taking it slow. Anywho, let's get to combined mode, because, well, it's something. In a good way. So, first, rip this off. And, unfortunately, parts forming, I'm not a big fan of it, but, in this case, since it is a combiner, I can understand. And, like, it has a place to store and everything. It's not just left off to the side, so that's good. But it is unfortunate. But yeah, so remove that, and that is horrifying. So, lift this up. Bring the smokestacks out to the side. Bring all this up. Lift the face out of it. And then bring that down. Just bring these up. Take out these bits from the inside. Then lay that down. And rawr. Yeah, I feel like that's something like, what's that one movie? Maximum Overdrive. I haven't seen it, but, well, I haven't personally seen it, but this is the vibes that it gives me of, like, that truck that is, like, alive and was like, rah, rah. But yeah, it gets worse, in a good way, again. So, then, take all this, split this, and this isn't actually in it, but here's something I like to do. If you ever want to just absolutely freak out everything, first of all, fold these up, because you're actually supposed to do that. Take these, bend them out, because you are supposed to do that. Flip these down, not because you're supposed to do that, just because it's funny. Because if you then, I'm not going to fully commit to it. Actually, sure. Yeah, what the hell. I'm going to just take it, bring these around. I'm fully committed to this. If you transform the arms and legs back into robot mode, and then bring all this down, you have a horrifying monster. Look at him. Like, I don't know where you'd see this, but I feel like it could be in a horror movie. Anyway, now, enough being so immature with our Transformers figures. Let's get back to actually transforming it correctly. So, like I said before, flip those up, bring these out as you are supposed to, and then you are going to angle it down, like so. Then you shall take these and split them like I did, but and then bring this down. And you're just going to keep that locked in, but then bring this out and then take this part and push it forward and lock that like so. And same thing on this side. So starting from here. I'll just put this back so that real quick so that you guys get a good example of what it looks like going from vehicle mode. So flip this down, unpeg this, flip this in, bring this forward like that, unpeg this, then bring it up like that, and then bring this down like that. And so here's what it should look like on both sides. Then bring this in, and you're going to use the lower tab right there and peg this in. And if everything is lined up correctly, which, you know, it will be very evident if it isn't. There we go. Peg that in and peg that in. Then take all this top part, peg that together, and ta-da. And straighten all that up. You want it to look like this. Then you just leave these out for now. Then you take the legs, and there's a slot right in there. It's hard to see on camera, but it's easier to see in person. And the toe will just slide right in and lock in there. And if you, whoop, stay. And if you just press it in there, you'll actually hear a click, but you can also just slot it in from the side and you won't hear anything. But I find it easier to do it that way, but it's, I guess, more easy to mess up. Well, mess up something and then not realize it is what I mean. And yeah, here you go. This is the mode as you get, like if you were just to buy, oh, wait, I almost forgot about this piece. What you do here is you have these two parts, which don't force this. If it doesn't go in, like I was trying a little bit too hard and there's some stress marks now. But, so just peg that in and then peg this side in and question why this is so difficult when it shouldn't be. If you have everything lined up, it slots right on. But if you don't, it's a pain. So it's like the final boss. And honestly, it doesn't hold in that well. And peg that on, and you are done for real this time. And yeah, this is everything that you would have if you just have Mixmaster. And it's quite good. I like all three of this guy's modes. I think they are really good. Devastator, once you have all of them, is amazing. I love it. And, do I wait, or do I show it? If you have, I think his name's, is it I think it's Overload? No, yes, no, yes, Overload. I'm 90% sure it's Overload. If not, I mean, I'll have it corrected by the time I post his review. He comes with a part that basically makes this look more like it does in the movie, and I'll grab that real quick. Da-da-da. I got it. Oops. And so here it is. And it stores on him, but in the other two modes, but on this mode, it locks right in. And I don't know if it's supposed to peg in. It does hold on its own, but it's quite loose. So I have not figured out if there's a tab there. The instructions for this guy, I got it in like... the instructions for Studio Series figures are very hit or miss, in my opinion. Honestly, half the time for like some of them, I'll be trying to do it, and it seems like it should be the easiest thing, and then I'll be like, okay, why isn't it not working then? And then I'll look up a video, and then it'll be like, yeah, this is the easiest thing, and then it'll show it in just a slightly better way, and I'm like, oh, why didn't you just say so? So the instructions are interesting, to say the least. especially for this guy, because in the thing that I got at him, it was in this mode, except no, it wasn't. It was in like a half truck, half this mode, and the instructions were from this mode. So I didn't. The instructions were very interesting, to say the least. I figured it out eventually, clearly, but not a fan. Well, anyway, I think that's about it. So, thank you all for watching. Remember to like and subscribe. Comment down below what characters I should review next, and I'll get to them as soon as I can. And follow me on YouTube and TikTok. Oh yeah, you can also do this. Bye!